Hello and welcome to DevLog2 of Game3023. And here is the second devlog that we have. Basically, the purpose of the devlogs is to create an RPG game. And in the second devlog, we were basically creating some different features for our game, such as creating another scene. Obviously, I did the A part, so I created another scene with the enemies, uh, some more of the tile map, and some skills and some buttons in the game. So I'm just going to show the whole game for now, and after that, I'm going to show you exactly the changes I did. So the player moves to the tiles, the walls have the collider now, and the players can pass through them, but the grass doesn't have obviously. And if he goes through the grasses, there's a chance that the player will be going to another scene or no. I will show you in a second. So we have a flee button, fireball. When you press it, it has a functionality heal, electricity, and defense. And here's one of the enemies is moving. This is basically the first enemy that you're gonna pop up and have a little small fight with it. And then when you press flee, it takes the player back to the scene 1. And if we go to the grass now, we see the player is not transferring to the other scene because there's like a random generated numbers, and the roll right now was less than 50. It was 40 now, less than 50. So basically that's all the showcase about the game, and now I'm going to show you about all the things, all the changes that I created. I created a little wall in here and some long grasses that are already triggered at the tile map collider, and uh, this is all the changes that I did. I put the camera as a child of a player, so the camera will move with the player. And now in the scripts, I'm going to open the player control scripts for now. The player control script, I created the trigger 2D, that if the player is going on the long grasses that we have on the scene, if the player goes on the long grasses, which are already have tagged, it will have an encounter and it will debug that like it's on the grass. And in the debug, in the function of the encounter grass, we have basically a time cooldown, which basically is not going to take the player repeatedly. It's just going to cool down and then take a player. And then we have a roll, which is totally random between 1 to 100. Uh, and we have a roll. It's going to show what the roll came and what was the chances. The chances for now is 50%. I put it a bigger number so that there's a more chance for the player to go to the other scene. And if the roll is less than or equal to encounter chance, the new scene will be load, and the last encounter time will be set to the time of time. An encounter obviously happened. Else, no encounter happened. That's all the changes that I did for the player movement. And now I'm going to show you the button scripts that were in the other scene. So if I can open the other scene, which is the battle scene, we have 5 different buttons: flee, fireballs, heal, electricity, and defend. And in the buttons, flee will take the player back to the scene that the player starts, which is game scene, can be changed through the inspector. We have fireball function, heal, electricity, and defend. All of them are set in the buttons in here uh, as public functions that can be changed. And that's all for the functionality of the buttons. Uh, as it was mentioned in the assignment, uh, there's always a chance for the player to not be transferred. As I mentioned, it's a random number. So if the random number is less than or equal 0, less than or equal 50, the player will go to the different scene. If it's higher than that, the player won't go. Thank you.